One of the problems with long periods of sitting down is that it can actually start to change our posture. So let's talk about that today. We're going to find out why that happens and what we can do to correct that. So hello, my name is Hannah. I'm a soft tissue therapist and movement coach. Welcome to Aligned and Active, where I share movement tips and ideas to help you become more active, less sedentary, and in the process of that, helping you to reduce those aches and pains and become more confident in movement. So how does sitting change our posture? Well, what can happen when we're sitting down is we tend to slouch more. So we tend to round the shoulders here, and then the head comes forwards, especially if we're looking at a computer screen. That can tend to become the default position. The other issue with sitting down is that we tend to tuck the pelvis under this way. And again, that can cause a more rounding position of the spine and bring us forward into this rounded upper back position as well. Now, the difficulty is that if we're spending all day, every day in a seated position, our muscles are going to start to adapt and change to that position. Our muscles are going to shorten and tighten. And that's actually going to further draw our body into that rounded upper spine position and make it actually more difficult then to straighten up. There is a cheat that a lot of people do in order to stand up straighter, and that is to elevate the rib cage and pin the shoulders back. And this gives the appearance of being nice and straight and being confident. But what's actually happening? Well, the upper body is still rounded. What we want to be doing is keeping the rib cage relaxed and then being able to open up, stretch out the muscles at the front of the body, which can get very tight with repeated seated positioning, so that we're actually able to straighten out the upper back without just giving the illusion of our back being straighter. By elevating the rib cage up, we're actually not able to work our abdominals as strongly, and other parts of our body are having to compensate for that position that we're putting our spine into. So the key for standing straighter isn't just trying to stand up straighter, it's actually releasing the muscles that are holding us in that fixed position. What can you do to improve your posture? Well, first of all, try and move more throughout the day. Is the amount of time that we're spending in a fixed position that causes our body to start to adapt to that position. So if we can move and change our positions frequently throughout the day, we're less likely to become fixed in that posture. The other thing to do is to work on some exercises that can help to rebalance the body. So specifically, if we're thinking about the rounded position in the upper back, it's usually the pectoral muscles here at the front of the chest that are going to be tightening and shortening that's going to pull the back forwards. Alongside the muscles in the back are probably likely to be weaker. So there's two things that we need to do. We need to open up, relax, and reduce the tension in the muscles at the front. And we need to strengthen the muscles in the back. So let me give you two easy exercises that you can get started with today, right away. You need to find yourself something to hold on to that's vertical for this exercise. So you can use the edge of a door frame. It might be easier even if you use an open door, or if you've got a pillar or a post or something that you can hold on to. This is going to be stretching out the pec muscles. So you're going to hold on to your object at about shoulder height. Make sure you can stretch your arm all the way out. And then you're going to move your feet away from you, turning your body away, so that you feel the stretch coming across the front of the shoulders. You'll probably also feel this in the arm a little bit as well. And you can hold that for about 30 seconds and then relax. And then make sure you stretch out the other side as well. And then we also want an exercise that's going to strengthen the muscles in our back, particularly the muscles that stabilize the shoulder blades. So these are shoulder blade rolls. You're going to start by taking the arms out, and you want them again at shoulder height. Turn the backs of the hands to the front with the thumbs facing down. You're going to lift the shoulders up a little bit, and then you can think about pressing your shoulder blades down your back. So this isn't really about doing lots of shoulder movements. We're really thinking about working in this sort of area here, where the shoulder blades are. So it's more of a shoulder blade roll than it is a shoulder roll. So you're lifting up a little bit and then pressing the shoulders down. Lifting up a little bit and pressing that shoulders down. And it's that feeling of like holding heavy shopping bags. If you're holding heavy shopping bags and you can feel that work in your back, that's where you want to be doing the work. So we do a few of these. I would recommend aiming for about 8 to 10 repetitions of that. So you've got 2 exercises there that can help to start rebalancing the body. We can stretch out the pectoral muscles at the front and we can start to strengthen the back. And we also need to think about moving more and spending less time in that fixed seated position. If a lot of your sitting during the day happens because you are working at a desk, then check out my desk reset course, where I help you to become more active during your working day as well as in your after work hours, with really easy things that are very doable for an office environment or a work from home environment. So head over to my website and check out that course for further help. But thanks for joining me today. If you try some of these exercises, let me know how you get on. You can leave me a comment below and I'll see you next time.